The Prentice Alsop Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
And welcome back to the Prentice Alsop Heating and Air Coaches Corner. Bryan Weakley is our guest today,
yes, sir.
Head coach of the Siegel Stars, the Lady Stars. And this portion of the show is brought to you by Middle Tennessee Electric, serving our community by providing affordable, reliable, and safe electricity online at mte.com. Bryan, it's good to talk to you this morning. And I know we were out at your place the other night. Score, not what you wanted, of course, but I'm going to throw some positives out there that I saw, and particularly the one thing that I noticed you had, and tell me if I'm wrong, but you had the plan to get the ball inside, and they were doing it. I mean, each and every time they could possibly do it, they were trying to do that. That kind of makes you. Did that make you kind of feel good that they're following it and trying to execute it?
Yeah, they the girls have bought into getting the basketball inside as much as possible right now. I've been I talk about that all the time. We need to get the basketball inside to Neela and Jordan and Kyla more often. And for me, it's get them an opportunity to score around the basket, but also collapse the defense and let's see if we can't. Have kickouts and, see if, I can't get my girls some open looks, to be able to see the basket and get some shots up. So, getting the basketball inside is definitely our MO right now. Neela's got pretty good footwork around the rim. The thing now with the post players, now that we're finally getting the basketball in more often, the thing for me is just, getting, having them finish around the rim.
And Neela is a young one. I mean, she's a sophomore, I believe? Junior.
Yeah.
So you're going to have her back for next year. And she seems to kind of caught the game. Now, I know there's things, that she needs to work on, but, I mean, she's kind of caught the grasp of the game and kind of knows what you want.
Right.
And she tries to execute it. And for the most part, she did. The shot didn't fall.
Right, yeah. That was – the first, I believe the first possession of the game, Neela caught the ball in the short corner and drove, to the basket and, finished on the right side. She made a really good move right there, finishing through contact. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think we were up 2-0 at that point. But she did a good job on that. And, that's the stuff that we're trying to, get them to be able to do is just finish through contact, her and Jordan for sure. Kyla Dowdy as well, who's a junior. So, getting the basketball to them as much as possible is, kind of our MO right now.
You got a spunky little player at the point, Kylie Evans, a Wilson girl. I have to always throw that Wilson plug in there. But not only she's a great softball player.
Right.
But I remember in the 5th grade playing kickball, and she's the most competitive kid I've ever seen. And I mean, she wants to win, and she doesn't mind telling you that she wants to win.
Right. Yeah. She's ultra competitor for sure. She showed up for tryouts, and I didn't actually think she was coming to tryouts, but she showed up for tryouts, and she could handle the basketball going up the floor. She made some decent moves to get to the rim and score, and she played great on ball defense in tryouts, and just had a big time motor and. And, I was at that point, I was like, man, I have to have her. I got to have her on the floor at some point. For me, it's kind of funny because, her freshman year and her freshman and sophomore year both, coaching softball at Rockville, I got to coach against her, in JV, and she played a little bit in varsity a sophomore year. So, I got to coach against Kylie from a softball standpoint. So I kind of knew about her coming in. So, when she showed up to tryouts, it was great to have her, and she's fantastic leadership inside my locker room. Teaching the younger girls and just showing what work ethic is.
And you have accomplished that, I think. I mean, their work ethic is better than, and the way they want to do well for you. It's and a lot of people can't win that over. That's probably the hardest thing. The mental part of it is saying, "Hey, I want to play for this guy," and it seems to be working. I mean, really.
Yeah, and it's a process for sure. I'm tough on them, and the thing for me is staying consistent and just continuously coaching them. and so, in practice, that I don't stop. I'm constantly, teaching them things and, working on it. And, I teach next play mentality pretty much every day. And, that's the thing that I feel like we've gotten a lot better at. But, that's one thing that I harp on all the time is like, don't stop. Don't give up on things. Just continue to play hard, continue to get better. We're a super young team, so at the end of the day, for me, the girls are getting valuable minutes right now for the future.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to take a licking. I mean, and for that education to come about. Aubrey Carroll, another one that played last year, and she's probably played more minutes than anybody from last year.
Yes.
And she's steady. And talk about her a little bit, and then we'll go around. I've got a couple more I want to ask you about.
Aubrey, for me, she's got a high IQ. She's going to do the right thing for the most part. I don't have to worry about her turning the ball over as much. She has turned it over a little bit more lately, but for the most part, I can trust her that she's gonna make a good pass. And things like that. For her right now is confidence. Just continuously harping on that for her. We've been talking to her to shoot the basketball a little bit more. She's kind of timid at that. She don't realize she's open until after the fact. For her, that's just, she's going to be a great leader for me over the next couple of years.
And that's kind of what you're building, have somebody that played as a freshman, now sophomore, and kind of build that up. Jordan Johnson, another one. I know you went and got her basically, and a really good volleyball player, but never played a lot of basketball she played in middle school, but nothing in high school.
Yeah, so Jordan, she's the biggest competitor I have by far. She's my vocal leader right now. That's the one thing that I've loved about having Jordan on the team is that she's teaching the younger ones what it means to be to communicate and be loud. And for her, she's an aggressor, so I've loved having her for that that point of view. And she does a good job of getting her hands in the passing lanes and things like that. And she's gonna foul you hard, but that's the stuff that I do enjoy having Jordan for is,
she seems to want to, like when she doesn't score or she gets a shot off, it seems to like frustrate her. I mean, she's really wanting to do well.
Yeah.
And she made a steal the other night, which was an incredible steal. I didn't know she had that kind of speed and missed the layup, but then again, that effort was there.
Yeah, the effort was there, and next play mentality was there for her too. She missed the layup, but definitely got back on defense and things like that. So Jordan has just been a great senior for me to have. I wish that girl would have played all 4 years because I feel like she could have been a lot better if she would have stuck with it and played throughout high school.
Bryan, there's probably how many stories of people like that
Right.
Picked one sport and probably could have excelled in another or excelled in many sports, which is, I guess, a knock for, hey, let's play as many sports as you can. Tell us about who you've got this week. I know Blackman's one of them, and they're always tough, super, super talented, quick.
Yeah, Blackman for us is just about us getting better, being able to handle the basketball better, be strong with the ball, make good passes. Everybody's pressing us, so we worked on press break quite a bit lately, and just showing that we are gradually getting better at it. And the other night versus Rockville, we did a good job of breaking the press. The next thing is what do we do now once we've gotten past that part? Being able to attack, working on 3-on-2, 2-on-1 type stuff in practice. So Blackman, that's just about us working on things that we need to work on to get better. Riverdale on Friday, homecoming. It'll be a good game for us to try to chip away at. I felt like we played better once we settled in versus Riverdale. The first quarter we didn't play so well. I felt like once we settled in, we played a lot better against them.
Good starts are important, aren't they? I mean, and that's where I think you guys struggle a little bit, overwhelmed maybe a little bit at times.
And that's where I think the press part comes from.
Yeah.
Everybody's pressing us right out the gate. So, that's why we've worked on it so much. And, I felt like we did a better job of it. And I'm hoping that, that transfers over, into the Riverdale game on Friday too.
All right, Brian, good luck to you next week, and we'll talk to you soon. We got the district tournament coming up, so it ain't over. It's the next round, isn't it,
Right.
after the regular season, isn't it?
Definitely.
That's Bryan Weakley, the head coach of the Siegel Lady Stars, and this portion of the show brought to you by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. If you're looking for a hometown feel with your bank, turn to the First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, offering full-service banking and mortgage services. When we come back, we'll be talking to Chris Lynch of the Eagleville Eagles.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards